Good afternoon, it's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group and Rethink Real Estate with another exciting real estate update.
So exciting.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm cold. Just windy, blustery.
Yeah.
Trying to get out in the garden.
Sunshine feels nice, but there's a little bit of a breeze and a little nip in the air in the morning, so
It's coming. We have this week and then it's supposed to warm up next week. So.
Yes. Episode 68. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with a friend. Sharing is caring.
Thank you, much appreciated. Got a joke?
Yes.
I went first last week. We'll let you go.
Kind of a definition. You should always learn new words, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Today's word is primnesia. It's a noun. It's when you order so much from Amazon Prime that you don't know what's in the box.
It's like Christmas, right?
Primnesia. Yeah, you're like,
oh,
look,
good, the Prime Man's out front.
something came.
I wonder what he's bringing me.
I wonder what it is.
Oh, man.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, yesterday I saw an ad that said, radio for sale, $1. The volume stuck on full. I thought to myself,
Okay.
I can't turn that down.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, that's your
Wow,
joke of the
that's
day.
a dad
Moving
joke.
on with a little history. 1993, Janet Reno was sworn in March 12th as the first female U.S. Attorney General. And did you say she was the longest?
Second longest.
Second longest.
Second longest U.S. Attorney General.
Yeah.
And it also is, today is International Women's Day.
Nice.
So, yep. And that started in 1975. Wanted to give you a quote. Well, not really a quote. It's thought to have been a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, but it actually wasn't. Well-behaved women rarely make history.
Good point.
It's a book, actually, by Laurel Thatcher Ulrich. So,
Good.
I don't know much about the book.
But you love the quote.
But I love the quote. Absolutely.
All right. This is kind of strikes home in today's history.
Yes.
1982, the U.S. bans Libyan oil March 10th for continuing support of terrorism, and President Biden announced that we would be banning Russian oil due to their invasion of Ukraine.
Right. Acts against humanity and terrorism, yeah.
1975, on March 9th, work begins on the Alaskan oil pipeline. Also strikes home, and obviously we're going to have to make up for that Russian oil, so we need to do it at home if at all possible. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, 1965, Neil Simon's play The Odd Couple, starring Walter Matthau. I always try to say it wrong. Debuts March 10th, and it just dawned on me that he was in the original play. He was also in the television show.
Yeah.
So
He was a well-rounded actor, for sure. Almost always got written as the same type character, but he always played it well.
Grumpier Old Men.
Yes.
I love those two movies.
Love those movies. Yep.
Rarely are two movies equally worth seeing, but those are two that are equally as good.
Absolutely.
Okay, 1899, on March 6th, aspirin is patented by German researchers.
We're glad for that.
1894, Coca-Cola is sold in bottles for the first time on March 12th. The original key ingredients were cocaine and caffeine.
It's a toxic combination.
I'm wondering if they might one day bring back the original recipe.
No.
No?
No. Not gonna happen.
Okay. Probably good. That would be really bad. Okay, 1876, March 10th, Alexander Graham Bell makes the first telephone call. What was said? Watson, come here. I want to see you. Watson's in another room.
Right, he was just in another room, yeah.
1789, on March 12th, the U.S. Postal Service is established.
Yeah. There you go.
Long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I guess 1789. Yeah, that makes sense. It wasn't that long after the country was established.
The Pony Express was before that.
Well, the Pony Express continued because that's how they got the mail from wherever to the west, primarily. Yeah.
All right.
No little trucks back then, they had to.
Yes.
All right, moving on to a little news, economic news. Sparkling jobs report.
Good news. Good news.
It was great news. It kind of got spoiled in the market, however, because of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. But it's still good news. The economy added 678,000 jobs in February, exceeding economists' expectations, pulling within 2.1 million jobs of the February 2020 level. Leisure and hospitality once again saw the largest gain. They were up 179,000.
Okay.
The industry needs another 1.5 million jobs to reach pre-pandemic levels. That's according to CNN.
It's surprising that we're still that far behind, but
We lost, I mean, you shut down an entire industry like leisure and hospitality. That is a lot of jobs, and it's taken a while to get back there.
yeah.
Plus we had the hiccups with the, Omicron. We thought we were out of it.
Oh my
and
goodness, yeah.
Finally
It's true.
done. Numbers are way down, over 90% now, mask mandates.
Unfortunately, we passed 6 million.
6 million recorded deaths.
Right, recorded
I've heard
deaths.
estimates way over double that. Not recorded. It's just like the Spanish flu. The range is from 20 million to 100 million. There's really no way of knowing how many
don't know
people
for
died
sure.
from it. But
Yeah.
at any rate, I feel like it's behind us, and I am extremely happy about that.
Yeah.
Oil prices soared as high as $119 a barrel last week, and it actually started this week at that price too.
Oh my goodness.
It did fall 2% as sellers jumped on hopes the U.S. and Iran will agree soon on a nuclear deal that would add barrels to a tight global market. The West has imposed strong sanctions on Russia for its invasion of Ukraine, but hasn't targeted its oil and gas exports, and that changed today.
That changed today, yeah.
Yeah, Biden announced that we are going to no longer import oil from Russia.
Right.
That according to Reuters.
And that line yesterday to get gas
At Costco. Yeah.
It was a really
did-
long line. They kept us moving, of course.
It
Costco's
was
really
lower
good about
though.
that.
I think I saw in the news the average is $4.27 in the valley, and we got it for $4. So
Yeah.
we did save a little bit of money going to Costco.
Yeah, but man, $4.
Hey, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be painful, but we've got to take action. So
Yeah.
anyway,
No.
housing news.
Okay.
Residential spending, private residential construction spending increased 1.3% in January. Total private residential construction spending was 13.4% higher than a year ago. Impressive given the industry is still struggling with supply chain issues. This is according to eyeonhousing.com. We just placed one of our clients with their brand new home, and they had 7 missing door fronts. And
Oh yeah.
was there anything else missing on that home? We've had refrigerators.
I
not
didn't go to
delivered
the
on time.
final walk. You went to the final
I
walk.
think it was just the
Um,
doors, but a lot of the things were at the very last minute. I mean, we
Yeah, but
were
at
looking
the-
at
yeah,
the
the
home
week
at 3
before.
days, and
Yeah, that's right. It was 3 days because there was a
Countertops
Monday holiday,
and
President's Day.
mirrors.
The
and
sink wasn't in.
sink.
The sink
and-
wasn't in
well,
the
they had to put the
island.
granite in. I think they had the sink, but they had to put the
Yeah.
granite in for anyway.
Anyway, yeah, it
a lot
was
of
very
supply
last minute.
issues.
Well, we
still.
talked about with that residential spending, people staying in their home
Exactly.
and making improvements.
And the cost
things.
of renovating is going up, but people are doing
Yeah.
it anyway, I think is the crux of this.
Yeah.
February saw median home list prices climb to a new record high of $392,000, up 12.9% compared with the previous year.
Okay.
And that is obviously a little higher, and it will equate to, the list price will equate basically to the sales price. So,
Right.
we were expecting, and the gurus were expecting about 7% this year. We're going to see a calming, but we're not seeing it yet. We're still in double digits at 12.9%
Yep.
compared to last year. Today's buyers are facing a market where home sales happen at an alarmingly brisk rate as well. An average of 47 days from list to close, Realtor.com. So if you're thinking of getting a home, putting a offer in on a home, make sure you're locked and loaded with your real estate agent. You have your pre-qual all set. It's up to date. All the pertinent information on how you're going to take title and what name and everything. Just go through that in detail with your real estate agent so that you are ready to write an offer within hours.
Right. Yeah, we had sellers surprised by that fast of a turnaround. It's been a few years since they bought and sold, and they said, well, isn't the typical closing like 60 days? We're like, oh no, 30 days.
Yeah, it used to be a rule of thumb, the mortgage providers and underwriting would want 45 days. Anymore it's 30.
Yeah.
They're getting it done in 30 days.
I'm not sure if they thought I was kidding when I said when I put your home on the market, you're probably going to have an offer within about a week. Anything more than that, something's going on. We're gonna talk about what's going on.
Yeah.
And sure enough, went under contract pretty quickly. The buyer wanted to get in quickly because their home in California sold. So it's it's head spinning. It really is.
It's really a fast process.
So
right now.
Make yourself as ready as possible. To Robert's point.
A little ray of hope. While overall February listings were 13.8% lower than the average February levels seen from 2017 to 2020, numbers were increasing during the month's final 2 weeks. Many analysts believe this signals an increase in plans to list existing homes during the upcoming post-pandemic spring, creating higher supply. And some of the prices, we'll go over inventory. Some of the prices that we're seeing close to home here are just eye-bulging.
And it's kind of typical, or it used to be typical, after spring break. You'd start seeing families start planning their moves. Okay?
Yeah, they get that final report or that final quarter school starting or session of school starting, and they go,
start thinking about, if we're going to make a move.
Kind of start thinking about it. And,
whether it's a new rental or renting a home and selling theirs, whatever it is, they're usually starting to gear up after spring break. Is very typical.
Right. That was according to Realtor.com. Regulatory news, inflation focus, and this what's going on right now worldwide is possibly going to change the Fed's approach to. They're very hawkish right now about increasing the rate, but there's a lot going on right now.
There's a lot going on right now.
It's really up in the air on exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Inflation has tripled the Fed Reserve's 2% target. We're at 6%, and I think it's higher than that. The report comes out this week, maybe even today. No, tomorrow, I think. And a prime political concern for President Joe Biden and Congress. Before the House Financial Services Committee last week, Fed Chair Jay Powell said the collision between strong consumer demand and pandemic constraints was not as transitory as we had hoped.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Yeah.
That according to Reuters.
The effects are lasting. Yeah.
All right. Rates actually were mixed. So basically flat 30-year was at 4.094, ticked up just slightly 4.125, and the 15-year was at 3.251, ticked up just slightly 3.260, and the VA the same. I guess everything is up, not mixed. 3.770, and it's now at 3.862. So basically flat, but just a slight tick up.
Slight tick up, yeah.
Inventory was very flat, 4,549 last week. We're now at 4,547. Peoria comes in at 99. We were at 106. And Surprise, 148 was at 170. And closer to home, Trilogy at Vistancia. There are 8 homes available. There is one other coming soon for a total of 9.
Okay.
The price range, $479,000 is your most affordable. $1,350,000 is your most expensive, and 4 of those 9 homes are over $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Trilogy is a very tight market right now.
As far as availability,
And highly desirable area. Always has been a highly desirable area. But yeah, we have seen those prices.
and these are the
Right
larger
there.
homes. They're on washes, golf courses. All of them have pools.
It's merited.
They're very, very well appointed homes, but wow.
Well cared for. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, Vistancia Village only has 3 homes available. 549,000 is the most affordable. We have $1 million listing.
All right.
$1,149,000. So we'll see.
And you
if
said
we
that was
get...
a basement home, right?
I
Gated
didn't look in
community?
detail, but I know it's a T.W. Lewis in the gated community.
I think in Montesina.
Montesina, and they have a lot of basement homes over there.
They
So
do,
my
yeah.
guess is that's probably one of the gated.
Good 4,000 square foot home.
Yeah, big home, gated community. So
a lot of them are on wash lots as well.
yeah,
so.
wash lots, pools, hot
yeah.
tubs. So we'll
that's
see.
good.
May have $1 million sale in the village. Blackstone Country Club. Last week we reported we had 1 home at $2.5 million. It's out of here.
Out of here.
0 in Blackstone Country Club. Portobello has 2. 522,900 is most affordable, and 749,900 tops the list. Sun City Grand only has 28 homes available right now. 260,000 is the most affordable, 749,900 the most expensive. Sun City West has 45. 192,500 is the most affordable, and 739,000 is the most expensive. That one Sun City Grand home at 260,000 is actually one of the condos. It's one of the 2-bedroom versions.
Oh.
Yeah, 2
Nice.
bedroom, 2 bath.
So yeah, in case you don't know, Sun City Grand does have some condos, or cute little condo community with its own pool, workout room, activities. But I still think you get to use the Sun City Grand.
You still have to pay those.
You pay both assessments.
So the assessment over there is pretty expensive, or the HOA is pretty expensive because you're paying 2 of them. And it's also pretty darn expensive to get in too, because you have to pay capital reserve for the main Sun City Grand, and you're also paying for the Sun City Grand.
4-story, three-story.
Mountain View, the community's Mountain View.
3-story levels, 3 levels anyway.
Yeah.
Has elevators, so it's cute.
Yeah.
Covered parking, no garages, unfortunately.
Have golf cart parking too.
They have some golf cart parking.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Okay, where did I leave off? Westbrook Village.
Yeah, Westbrook
There's
Village.
7 available, a range of price of $324,300 to $527,900.
And I've got a couple viewer questions and comments. Sue wanted to add that she has a Mary Kay home over in the Meadows. Last week we covered some information on the Meadows. We didn't continue covering them this week because there's just so little inventory there. But if you're interested, let us know. We can definitely update you on that. So yeah, Mary Kay was one of the builders that had RV garages. They line the perimeter of the community of Mary Kay.
Okay.
So that's nice that they have it. She says Meadows does not have a gated community portion of it. Let's see here. And there are some larger lots that can be found in different areas of the community. So that is good. And then the other one that we had was from Mike and Julie. Mike and Julie said they enjoyed the information. They find our videos helpful. We're glad of that.
Thank you. Glad it's of service.
They have narrowed their search in the valley to Cantamia and Sun City Festival. They like Trilogy as well, and Victory at Verado, both great communities. Let's see, they wanted our perspective, and I'll launch this to you. I answered them as well, but we'll discuss it a little bit online here too. Sun City Festival versus Cantamia. So what do you think of those 2 communities, good and the bad?
Well, they're both beautiful communities. They have Sun City Festival is a little bit older, more established, so they've completed one side around the golf course. However, they have went across the street on the foothills of the mountains, and beautiful area, and they've added more golf course and a complete new home construction village there. So they're building.
And they have another community center over there too, I believe.
Yes, they have their community center over there as well. So Cantamia, a little bit newer, but again, beautiful community. The one thing that you need to realize about them is they are out there. Once you get off of 303 and start heading down Bell, it's a 11-mile drive.
Yeah, not Bell, but
yeah, Bell Road for Sun City Festival.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Cantamia.
No, I'm going to talk about Cantamia too, the distance away.
Okay, because that was exactly what I had said to Michael and Julie. I said, just realize you're really kind of out in the middle of nowhere. As far as shopping goes, there's not much to think
There's a gas station, a convenience store type gas station.
You're a hike, which may be okay. To some people, that's fine.
Yeah, some people like.
We were just out in that community delivering closing gifts and seeing some folks. So now Cantamia.
Cantamia is the same situation. They're out Australia Mountain Ranch area, and there is some shopping at Australia Mountain Ranch. They do have a plaza there, grocery, it's a Safeway, right? They have a Safeway, and
well, they have a convenient care location too. So there's some doctors there, close by.
Yeah, and it's not quite as long a hike as you continue on, but Cantamia is beyond Australia Mountain Ranch, so it again is out there a little bit ways. Everything will grow out towards it, so it's not permanently that way, but
I also
it is
said
out there a little
that
bit.
I felt like Cantamia, you're closer to like the airport and going downtown Phoenix if that's your jam,
Right, that's a good point. You can get right on the 10 easier from there. So along those lines, we do enjoy doing videos of the various communities that we service. So we are now planning, thanks to this input, we're going to do a couple of videos. So watch for those coming up. We'll do community tour videos for those two. Yeah,
we realized that we haven't on those two communities, so that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
All right. Well, that's all I had.
That's it. We're done for this week. Everybody have a blessed week, and hope you enjoy this weather. We do have a slim chance of rain
on Wednesday, I think, and then Thursday we're going to warm up.
Yeah, and then we're finally going to warm up on the weekend, and we actually get into the 80s next week.
Yay!
So that'll be interesting.
It seems crazy to be wanting that warm weather, but man. Yeah. It just seems like a long spring.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, we will have a good weekend, and we will see you again next week.
See you then.